Jake, good to see you.
Liam, very good to see you. And it feels, I know we're in January now, but it's starting to feel a little bit like the run up to Christmas. Few more sleeps, few more sleeps.
Yeah,
Because we've not
yeah,
been able to see each other for a long time. You've been in
we
Thailand.
haven't. When did I last see you? Early December?
Early December, which is why if you've not been listening or watching this, the reason we are having just a few episodes on done online is because Liam's been having a lovely time in Thailand. We've all had Christmas, but we are a few sleeps away from one of the most disgusting weekends of our lives, where we shouldn't really be billed like that. We're coming out to Manchester, mate. This Friday.
So
We're
yeah,
gonna knock out some amazing episodes with some amazing Manchester-based comedians. But more importantly, I might end up meeting your dad.
yeah, you might do. This has been a long time coming. This is something we've spoken about for a while, isn't it?
Oh yeah, brother.
He's very. Whenever I see both of you, individually, both of you always say to me, you say can't wait to meet your dad. My dad always says can't wait to meet Jake, and I think it might be a bit overhyped. I
Oh
think
yeah, yeah.
when like you big something up too much, you're like this is going to be amazing, this is going to be amazing, and then you actually meet in person, and it's like it's the equivalent of the sort of dirty talk over text, isn't it? And then getting in person
Yeah,
and just
yeah,
sort
yeah,
of
yeah.
like high
Or
fiving.
I
Yeah,
don't know if you've ever had this where you really big up a mate and it's like, oh, honestly, mate, they are just like electric. Like the stuff he comes out with, or not even stuff he comes out with, stuff he does, just like mad stuff. Get him there, like here he is. So, what have you been up to? Just work? Okay. Well,
but mate,
should we get a round of tequilas? Not drinking? Fine. Do you want to? You always talk about doing karaoke and what? You're not sore throat.
yeah, but
Ah,
Jake,
dearie
Jake,
me.
but what you said there isn't a metaphor. That is literally what has happened. I've
Oh
been
right.
saying to
Yeah,
my
yeah.
dad,
Sorry.
you have great crap with him. He's good laugh. I've been saying to you like, my dad's good crap. We'll have he gets on the beers.
Just
He'll
not in the
probably
mood today, guys. Just not
he'll
in the mood
probably
today.
arrive saying he's doing dry February. You'll probably be on antibiotics or something. We can't be drinking.
It will just be it will be because the way me and your dad know each other is through the internet.
Yeah.
We DM.
Have you?
He sent me a video of
Oh,
I
oh,
think it
God.
was like someone in an old people's home who might have had like quite late stage
Oh,
dementia,
I know the
and
video.
they were having someone sing them a song from their youth, and their sort of eyes lit up. He sent it to me, and we've never, as you say, never met. But he sent that video to me and just put, "Hey Jake, you'll love this." And I thought, to be fair, he's got to be spot on because I did love
Yeah.
it. I did love it. So he's not
Was it?
lying.
I thought it was. I thought it was like someone in a hospice, sort of on their deathbed, and they brought in a donkey.
That was it, of course. How much have we got on that detail? It was that they brought a donkey in. You'll love
Yeah.
this. And I thought, does he think I'll love the fact that it's really heartwarming? Does he think that I'll love the fact that it's like an I don't know, but maybe it's the
But what
donkey
I
thing. I
like
don't
about
know.
that is that the only thing he knows about you through the internet is comedy. So the fact that he sent you something that isn't even comedy and go, based off your skits, I think you're like this, some heartwarming video about a donkey in a hospice. I don't know where he's got that, but anyway, this weekend you can ask him. Ask him
Yeah, yeah,
outright.
yeah. And also, from what I understand, he's quite a spiritual guy, isn't he? Because sent me a few sort of spiritual related things. So it's I'll be interested to have some. You know what? I'm excited to have a little bit of a slightly deeper conversation level than I do with you, to be honest.
What's the
Like, can we talk
deepest
about
chat
some?
we've ever had, do you reckon?
Can we talk about
What's
some
the,
real stuff? Actually,
what's
deepest
the
chat I've ever had
deepest?
with you is just you telling me that 60% of everything you eat is vegetables and the rest is cheese. And I thought, wow, I'm really getting to know the real you.
Yeah, it's true enough. It's
Stands
true
by
enough.
it. Stands by it. That is
But,
true enough.
anyway, people, if anyone's sick of these episodes, don't worry. Well, sort of do worry because we're going to keep doing these, but the main episodes are back from next week.
Yeah, this is the plan, guys. So we're going to have the pub quiz pod in all its glory, with amazing comedians and amazing quizmasters sending quizzes in once a week, free to access. But
Every
I
Wednesday.
think
Every
every
Wednesday.
Wednesday. But we're going to be releasing a lot more of this sort of stuff on Patreon.
Hmm.
And we want all of your, rather than quizmasters asking the questions, we want you asking questions. Can be trivia, can be anything you want to know. And we will chat about that. And we might even include some stuff about Liam. You've been on holiday recently. You might even talk about that.
Maybe I will. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. Do you want me to talk about it now? Do you want me to talk about it now?
Well, what I mean, what was the sort of standout thing for you?
I spoke about the longest zip line in Asia on the last one, didn't I? Spoke
Yeah,
about that.
tick that
Um,
off.
went
Spoke
to a
about, spoke about the mac and cheese. That was good in
yeah, spoke about
Thailand.
that. I found there was a Toys R Us out there as well.
Brilliant, brilliant.
believe it or not. I thought they were gone. I thought the amount of shops which I thought were like UK
Zoe's
exclusive.
there trying to look at some sort of old Thai monument. And you're like, hey, all right, cast your eyes over here. Toys R Us. We've not had them since the 90s.
Took a picture of that actually.
Your entire
Um,
list is things that happen in the UK.
All
yeah,
your
but you
favourite
know,
things are things that you could have found in the UK in the noughties. Zipline, because you've gone to Go Ape. Mac and cheese, you could get that at any street food market. And brilliant, there's a Toys R Us. Next he's going to be saying, oh, do you know what? I just really basked at the marvel of a W.H. Smith out there.
mate, there's a WH Smith at Abu Dhabi Airport. I thought WH Smith was so British. I thought it was such a British. There's so many shops that I thought were like, right, that's a British institution. No, they're
Yeah.
everywhere. Boots everywhere. I just, you know what I mean?
Were you the person like on holiday going around the shops being like, look at that, they got Heinz beans. Look at
Yeah,
that, Mars bars. They're
we'll
there.
have to try that. Buying them all
Well,
to
look,
try.
well, it might taste different. It might taste different. Taste the same. Taste the same.
They call Walker's Lays here.
You can tell by the font, though. Same thing. Same thing. You can tell it's the font. They wouldn't be able to get away with it otherwise.
Seaweed flavour Walkers.
Really? Now that is interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Was it
We
nice?
stayed on. Yeah, it was actually. It was very nice. We stayed on a very small island for a couple of nights called Koh Yao Noi. Very very small population. Half an hour boat, like speedboat away from anywhere. There was like one shop there, a few different pubs and stuff. We stayed there for a couple of nights. That was a very amazing experience. I really enjoyed that. And
Yeah.
we got woken in the night about so it's sort of in the rainforest. Well, not the rainforest, just like a bit. It's a bit sort of jungle. It's a bit tropical.
Really beat himself up there, didn't he? Not
Yeah,
the
no,
rainforest.
idiot,
Fucking hell, Liam. Put
idiot,
yourself together.
idiot. Just sound like an idiot. It's sort of very, very tropical. Yeah, sort of foresty. Woken up in the night about 4 a.m. by a
Mm.
very loud movement on the roof of
Oh,
the
God.
apartment we were staying in.
Oh, yeah.
I could hear it was heavy. I could hear claws
Mm.
scuttling. Woke me up.
What
Yeah,
was it?
don't know.
Oh,
No
bloody
end
hell.
to that story, but yeah, that was
It
a
was
bit like,
nearly it was nearly an anecdote, that, wasn't it? It
yeah,
had
I know.
components of it.
Well, we got back and there was an ant infestation. So
Oh,
we got in and there was loads of ants in the it gotten in the room. And so we text like WhatsApp the woman of the Airbnb. It was probably like half 10, 11 at night.
yeah.
But we were like, me and Zoe were saying to each other, like, is that a reasonable complaint when you're staying in an apartment in a forest? There's ants in my room. You know what I mean? Is that
Yeah.
is that a reasonable
Yeah.
complaint when
You
you're there?
can't really, you can't
Is it like
really.
going to Antarctica and going my room's a bit cold?
It's chilly out here. It's really chilly. There's a
Yeah,
draft.
yeah. We were like, is it a valid complaint to say there's ants in my room? Well, yeah,
No,
you're in a
you just got to
forest.
deal with that, haven't you?
Yeah. Well, no, we did text anyway. A few minutes later, she was there at the door with a can of bug spray. Took that off her. That did the job. Lovely. Then got woken up by the scuttling. Um, and then there was a gecko on the floor when I got back.
And what was your reaction to that?
I did. It did make me jump. I will admit.
Really? I don't think I've ever seen you
Yeah.
jump.
No, no. I'm normally quite nonchalant, aren't I? But
You're
no, I
very
did.
nonchalant. I thought if a gecko walked into the room, you just look at it and say, fair enough, and then carry on with your day.
No, no. Jumped onto the bed. I said, Zoe, there's a beast in here.
You ju- you jumped onto the bed
Yeah.
like
It just because it scurried
like a
across by my
farmer's
feet.
wife in a cartoon.
Yeah, it scurried across like by my feet. Jumped around. Fucking hell, there's a beast in
Oh
here.
my gosh! How'd you get rid of that then?
It went down a little hole in the sort of like gap in the wall, and I
Mm,
plugged it with sort of toilet paper. Bang, bang, bang.
mate, good
You're
on you.
not coming
Even
back
in
in.
time of crisis, very practical
It was
thinking.
practical because we were going, how can we cover the hole? How can we cover the hole? Toilet paper, wedged it
Bloody
in.
hell, you've had quite an adventure. And then how was the
Mate,
flight back? Enjoyed that?
uh, I did. It wasn't too bad actually. Slept. It was two flights. Swap at Abu Dhabi. Saw the WH
Mm,
Smiths again.
yeah.
Slept for the first flight.
Two mentions of
Second,
W.H. Smith in his story about Thailand.
yeah, yeah. One on the way there, one on the way back. On the second flight, 8 hours from Abu Dhabi to London, I thought, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to
Go
take
on.
this time. Something we
Yeah.
spoke a lot about on this podcast. My lack of knowledge about films.
Yeah.
I watched a couple of films. You'd be pleased
No
to hear.
way.
So
Which
under
brings
the
your
category,
total film that brings your total film that you've watched in your life to 10.
yeah,
If you've watched
double
two.
figures now. Double
Brilliant.
figures now. I might start a blog. But there was I used like the in-flight entertainment, and
Yeah.
there was like categories for the different films, and I went on timeless classics. I
Yeah.
wanted to watch a couple of classics.
Yeah.
I think my opinion towards films is changing. Where
Go
I
on.
was like, no, I don't want to. I'm now feeling like I think I'm missing out on quite a big cultural thing here by not watching some of
Cinema,
just the
yeah.
cult classic films, just some cult classics. I don't want to watch everything, but just there's a few classics I want to go. No, I want to see what the fuss is about. Shall I tell you the two I watched?
Go on.
Have a guess. I don't think you'll get it, but
This is you. This is you trying to watch cult classics that you think will enrich your cultural understanding of the cinematic landscape.
yes, films that I've heard of before but haven't seen, and I've heard people just go, "That's a great film. That's a great film." I thought I'll go for it.
Well, I hope for your sake you didn't watch Citizen Kane because that is boring as fuck.
No, I didn't. That one on there.
Um,
That one.
I think. Did you think to yourself, "Oh, I better watch The Godfather"?
No, but I think you're sort of along the right lines a bit.
Goodfellas.
No,
Shawshank.
Ooh.
Shawshank. No,
Okay, go on.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you. So first one I watched,
Mm.
both quite long films as well. First one I watched was The Green Mile.
Okay, sure. Yeah. Fair enough.
Second one I watched, Dead Poets Society.
Wow. So two very emotionally driven films there. I
Yeah,
don't know. I the few times that I do fly, I find I get very emotional with the altitude.
really.
Yeah. I remember I remember flying to India and watching Notting Hill, and I'd seen Notting Hill maybe 8 times already, but I was watching it and I just cried and said, "Why can't you just be together?" I said it out loud to myself.
Really?
Why can't you two be together? Crying
You
my
were
eyes out.
thinking, and you were putting that onto your own life, weren't you? There was someone in your life who that represented.
Well, it's
Don't have to get
it's
don't have to go into it on the pod if you don't want.
yeah, happy to go into it, but I won't go into it.
Okay,
Um,
Patreon.
Patreon, yeah. If you want to see
Jacob,
one
go
of us have
into
a
it on
mental
Patreon.
breakdown, come to Patreon. If you want to see us sort of bare our souls for £3 a month, come
£3
to
a month.
Patreon. If you want to see me cry into a mug of tears, come to Patreon.
It's all going on Patreon.
It's all going on. It's all going on
Get
Patreon.
yourself on Patreon.
Fucking hell!
Jake's crying on Patreon.
Liam's finally had an emotional breakthrough.
Liam stood on a ledge on Patreon. Get yourself over there.
If you want to see producer Connor get his cock out, come to Patreon. Get on over to Patreon. The brilliant thing about Patreon is you get content like Diary of a CEO, you get content like Pub Quiz Pod, and you get content like OnlyFans all in one place. It's beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful.
One thing we should do for Patreon, because we've talked about it, let's do it now. We're doing Patreon properly. Is Liam's Film Club, because I want to sort of see your reviews of Green Mile and of Dead Poet Society, because two films I very much like. Let's do a deep dive into those two films, and also maybe we can do like a regular review from you. But I want to know also we could do an Oscars special and go through the ones on the list. Let's do that
would
on
be nice.
Patreon.
You know what I'd quite like now that I'm wanting to just watch for cult classics.
Mm.
What about it? Or not even necessarily a cult classic, just films that are just people say are really, really good. What about on Patreon if we do a thing where the Patreon listeners can suggest a film each week? I'll go away and watch it, come back,
Gorgeous.
give my thoughts. What do you think of that?
Oh, gorgeous. If you've got any films you want Liam to watch, give us a comment and we will both watch them and review them.
Yeah.
And also, what we want you to keep doing as well, because this is what we're about to dive into now for the first time ever, is your question and answers. So questions on anything
Yes.
that we can answer. And we've got some. We've got loads. They're all come in.
We did ask for it, didn't we? And people have been lovely. Did you see the comments on I think it was like the first one of these apps we put out? Loads of them on Spotify. We called for it. We said we wanted an organic community created very artificially by us asking for it.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, it happened.
It
14
did happen.
comments on Spotify. I was about 6 of them because I was replying to everyone. But
Yeah, we asked for an organic community and we get Maya B. This is me organically contributing to the community. We've got Rafa Cakes 93. This is my favourite podcast and community. Alice said came in from my usual YouTube watching for the natural organic comment for the natural organic comment community chat. Jude, organic community comment. It's a lot of lovely organic community stuff here.
Yeah.
Matt,
Keep it-
are there any
keep it
rules
coming.
for the organic community we're developing here? It's
good
lovely
question.
stuff.
Let's answer that. Are there any rules for the organic community we're creating? I'd like to say no homophobia or anything like that.
Oh, it's so annoying because my one rule was always include one bit of homophobia.
We can compromise. Maybe every other
Yeah.
bit can be a bit homophobic.
Every
or
other
something.
bit can be a bit homophobic.
That's the
But
rule.
other than that, the only rule
Anything
is there
else?
are no rules.
But yeah, first rule of the organic community comment chat.
Please keep it organic, though. It would be horrible
Yeah.
if any of this organic commenting was as a result of feeling forced into it in any way.
Jack, there was a comment on YouTube from Giggly Boosh. Yeah, this isn't just happening on Spotify. This is also happening on YouTube.
It's a
and
movement
Instagram.
of organic commentary, guys.
There was a question from Giggly Boosh on YouTube, which I thought of you straight away when I saw the question coming. And the question was, what do you think about the trend of smartphone quizzes in pubs? We've all done them.
Yeah, we've all. What do you mean we've all been there, obviously. I don't like it. I don't like it. I think there's something really nice about. I mean, but then you just sort of sound like a sort of old fogey. But there's something nice about hovering around the answer sheet. Who's writing the sort of law and the rules that you create amongst your own team of like who's a scribe and like don't touch the pen. He touches the pen. It also feels, I don't know, it's just like, do you know what? It's a really, increasingly, isn't it exciting just to go to any situation where you not just don't have to look at your phone, but you can't look at your phone?
Yeah.
Go to the cinema. Well, you wouldn't, Liam, but you might do soon. Go to the cinema. You have to turn your phone off or you have to like not look at it. Or the theatre or something like that. Pub quiz is another example of that, where it's just not even in the equation. So then to bring it to the forefront just seems a bit counterproductive to what could be a nice moment away from the phone.
To offer some balance, just some pros of it. It does eliminate cheating because it does just have to be rapid.
Right, I suppose. But
you don't seem to agree.
Well, then what? Just
and also,
sorry,
I don't
mean to say Giggly Boosh. Thanks.
Go on.
Well, no, I was going to say thanks to Giggly Boosh for sending it in. I don't mean to shout, but what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Because we've come to a pub quiz. I thought the idea was we get given trivia questions. We're discussing it with our friends. We might not get to the right answer, but the journey has been something that we'll all remember for at least a week until the next time. I mean, what we're suggesting here is let's all go on our phones, and the pro of that is that the questions happen really quick. So actually, arguably, we're eliminating that bit of discussion time. What are we doing?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
What are we doing?
Can I say I agree with you? I agree with you. I was just trying to offer a bit of counterbalance.
No, I didn't mean to raise my voice, but I just...
just take a breath.
So where do you stand then on this?
I agree with you. I think three little words for you: utter woke nonsense.
It only took 15 minutes and we got there. Do you know what?
Some people might say that, but the only other little detail of the speed quiz that I will just say is quite good for any speed quiz enthusiasts out there is when you get it right, or the fastest team, you get to choose a bit of music, and then the bit of music plays out, and it's a good way of knowing we were fastest. On came Valerie.
I'll be honest with you, mate. I sort of nodded along because I thought it was quite charming when you said we've all been there. I've not done one of these.
Really?
I've not done one of these. Maybe we should do one when I'm in Manchester with you, but I've not done one.
But the point which I thought was going to be the first thing you picked up on about why they're not great is it just eliminates that. What we like to do on our podcast is work sussing out the quizmaster. It eliminates the personality around the quizmaster.
Yeah.
Because they will just be generic questions.
Exactly.
Just off a computer put in. I think the nice thing about a pub quiz, like you say, the sort of deliberating and the who's the scribe and pass me the pen and don't touch the paper. But the quizmaster, you're taking away the quizmaster and just going, right, everyone look at your phones.
I've just noticed, Giggly Boosh, that and bear with us because this is the first sort of question and answers thing we've ever done. Is that if I'd have actually just read your entire comment, I'd have realised that you've basically outlined the entire discussion for us. You said,
Sorry,
"What do you think about the?"
My bad.
What do you think? What do you think? Sorry, my bad, Giggly Boosh. But what do you think about the trend of smartphone quizzes in pubs? You said that. It's obviously set us off. I've then had a big thing about the. I've then had a big thing, and Liam said, "Hang on a minute, it will eliminate the time. It will eliminate cheating." I've got annoyed about that, and then said, "But that means the questions aren't going to be as good, and you won't be able to confer." And then Liam's agreed with saying, and it hurts the socialising. If I read your comment now, you've said, "What do you think about the trend of smartphone quizzes in pubs?" I think they're good in that they eliminate cheating, as you only have a certain amount of time to answer. 30 seconds in my local, but I find the questions tend to be simpler. There's not enough time to confer properly, and it hurts the socialising aspect of the night. Giggly Boosh, you hit the nail on the head.
We should have just read that out all in one. We could have saved a bit of time. Can I tell you what I thought had
We're
happened
on the
there?
same page.
Is producer Connor very kindly has who is with us, by the way, has copy and pasted the comments from different places across into a document, put it into a document. There's a gap between the question bit and then the answer, which I assume is how Giggly Boosh formatted it. I thought Connor had wrote out his answer beneath it. So I think they're good in a way that they eliminate cheating. I thought that was Connor, and we were going to come on to Connor writing out an answer.
Written a little script for myself after each night.
That's just Giggly Boosh telling us how they feel about smartphone quizzes. Well, Giggly Boosh, good question, but also good answer. In terms of these questions, we also had on YouTube, M.B99 said, you didn't clarify the kinds of questions you wanted. So I've had a few. Well, to answer you, the lack of clarification is sort of intended because we just sort of want to answer anything that you pose to us. So thank you for sending some in. Number one, do you think people like me, or they're just being polite?
I think 70% of the time people are probably just being polite. 30% of people might actually like you.
I'd agree.
And that goes for everyone.
That's across the board. That's not specific to you.
It's not personal.
Yeah, you're probably about right.
I think that's a really miserable answer.
What do you think then? You've coming from the most miserable
30%.
person we collectively know.
I think this is a window into you two being online a lot. 30% is so low.
Yeah, but if just
Not
people
that
you meet, I'm
unlikable.
talking like someone serving you in a shop or something like that.
Yeah,
Meeting
your
them, and they might be
hairdresser, taxi
polite.
driver.
Yeah. Most of them don't actually like
They
you.
don't
They're not
like
going, "Oh, I'd
you.
like to see them again," but they're being polite, which I
Do
appreciate.
you know what? And then also, if you're saying, do you think people, and we're just looking at the world population, yeah, I think probably 30. I think if that's quite high, that 30% probably don't like you. I think.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Forget it. I'll change your answer. I think 30% of people like you, 70% are indifferent to you.
Yeah. But are hopefully still being polite.
Right.
Number two, we can each take ourselves out of this, but Snog, Marry, Kill, Liam, Jake, Connor, Sam. So
Great.
Snog, Marry, Kill, take yourself out of it. I would go. I probably. You know what? I think I'd marry Connor. I think
Yeah.
pretty low maintenance, easy life, would have a good time.
You two are going to have a fucking miserable sexless marriage. I hope you know that. A miserable
that's fine.
sexless marriage where you just sort of like, you just sit in your front room, curtain twitching, going like, oh, fucking look at that prick mowing his lawn.
That's fine by me because I'm snogging Sam.
Oh!
Yeah.
He's
a handsome man. His producer. You know what? This is it's tough. It's a tough question. This, which Jake leaves me killing you, which feels harsh because I do feel like I'm very close to you. I feel like I'm very close to you. I don't think I could marry you. I think
why?
I think you'd be too much all day every day. I think once every 6 weeks for a weekend is good.
Okay.
And on the phone every 10 days.
Yeah.
Honestly, no,
Don't need to add the honestly. Don't need to add the honestly. It's just a fun hypothetical question. We don't need to sort of dig.
I think it would be a lot, and also, I think we would enable each other in quite a negative way if we were married. I think we
Why?
would. I think we could fall into some quite unhealthy lifestyle habits.
Yeah, we would.
I think we'd maybe have a little bit too much fun.
I
don't know if there'd be quite the right balance. Like I could potentially get with Connor.
Yeah.
So you could say it would be too much of a good thing.
Yeah.
Marrying you. And then there's no point me using a snog on you because I've snogged you already.
Yeah, that's a nice way of looking at it. That's a nice way. Do you know what? That whole little button of the snog thing is like, I have to snog Sam because I've already had that. That's nice. I like that. That's a nice way of doing it, even though it's bullshit. So for me, snog, marry, kill. I am looking at that, and it is tough. It is tough. I probably would shag Connor.
Snog.
Right. Okay. So I've I've upped it there, haven't I? I have upped it.
Yeah, you have upped it a bit.
Yeah. The thing is, I wouldn't snog Connor, but I would shag him.
That's weird because I'd snog you, but I wouldn't shag you.
Really?
Well, both of
I
you
just
unhappy.
think if I'm gonna have sex with potentially only one man in my life, I'd like it to be
Make it a good one.
just a big, burly, hairy man. You know,
Yeah,
a man's man.
yeah.
And like you say, sounds very pretty. Not that you're not, Connor, but you know, you're a big, burly bastard. And and Liam, you're too young, kid. You're too young, kiddo. Too young. I don't want to take that. I don't want to take that innocence away from you, boy. Um, you just stick to you stick to your roller discos. Um, so I'd have penetrative sex with Connor. I would. This is the thing, Liam. I might marry you.
All right.
Well, fucking hell. Imagine that at the altar. Do you take this man? All right.
you,
All right. Not even an I do.
You're
All
thinking
right,
just
yeah.
go for it. Let's have a bit
I'd
of
say
fun.
just
Let's
go for it.
Let's
Let's have a bit of
indulge.
fun.
Let's indulge.
Also, we know that I think we know that we would always have conversation because we're in a situation where we always have to fucking chat.
Yeah, that's true.
But to spite you, I'm going to marry Sam, which is a horrible reason to decide on who to marry. But you know what?
Yeah.
I think that's how a lot of marriages end up. So off you go off a cliff.
Cheers, Connor. What about you?
I'm marrying Liam because I don't know what that'll be like. Up for the adventure.
Okay, well, you don't know what. Hang on a minute. If by that logic, you'd have to marry everyone in the fucking world because you wouldn't know what it's like.
Well, no, it's more I know what it'd be like with you and Sam. And I don't want it.
No, you don't know what it would be like with me and Sam.
I fucking do. I've known you both long enough.
What a weird just right. I've known you two long enough. You're not getting. No one's getting a marriage out of me with your behaviour. I've fucking known you too long.
You're talking yourself out of a snog here, so shut up.
Oh god.
Oh
no.
boy.
I'll zip it both ends.
Yeah, I snog or shag, Jake.
Really?
Avoiding Sam. So that's one avoid for Connor. You've not been avoided by anyone.
No, you haven't been avoided by anyone.
Yeah.
Wow.
The rest of us all have. I think that was quite insightful. Number 3 from MB is it fair to break up with someone because they're mean to their mum? The answer is yes.
Yes. Easy
Put
question.
yes, give yourself a point.
Yes. bonus points, but yes. Don't ever play the quiz again.
You're not getting half a point for no. You're not getting
No.
Number 4, can you believe Will Smith slapped Chris Rock? Can you believe it?
At the time, no. As time's gone on, yeah. I can believe it, yeah.
Exactly the same. I've come to terms with it.
I don't think that anything is shocking anymore.
Yeah, that's true. I think you're bang on. Let's not scratch beneath the surface with that, else I think it could just get a bit existential and a bit.
Someone reminded me the other day, or I saw it somewhere, about how like there was a genuine moral panic in the UK about the KFC Double Down burger where they got rid of the bun, they just put 2 loads of chicken on top of each other. That was the big shocking thing.
I thought you were going to say horse. I thought you were going to say horse meat.
Well, yeah. I mean, that horse meat went on for about a year. That now would probably make about a day's worth of news.
Yeah,
not a year's worth. And which guest give you the biggest heebie-jeebies? That's one for Patreon. That's one for... Yeah, probably Dan Tiernan.
I don't think anyone gave me the heebie-jeebies.
I've got one, but it's on Patreon. You have to get subscribe.
Do you reckon I reckon we've given a lot of guests the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of, especially with the early episodes where the rating of the quiz didn't just sort of fly by as a fun little format thing. We really hung on the. Did you really like it? Like, and what would you rate us? And like, were we all right? And have you had a nice time? Like, that was heebie-jeebie territory.
Weird, wasn't it? Weird.
It was weird. It was weird.
No other podcast would you go on and then they ask you at the end, did you enjoy hanging out with us?
That's good though. When have you given yourself the heebie-jeebies? I gave myself the heebie-jeebies when I consistently asked BB Cave, like, are all girls into big muscly guys? And she was like, yes, you fucking idiot. Of course they are.
Yeah.
I don't know what I was like. Oh yeah, but what if you're like skinny boy like me? What are you talking about?
Yeah, I know.
What are you
You were playing
talking
into
about?
it though, weren't you? You were playing into it a bit though, weren't you?
Well, you're giving me a get out of jail free card there, mate, but it still gave me the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. There's probably a few bits I've done that's given me the heebie-jeebies, but I reckon they've been cut.
Go on.
So that if I said them, it would be there'd be no point cutting them, would there?
Look, for those of you who, well, not for those of you who've listened to a lot of these podcasts, if you ever hear quite a abrupt cut, one or maybe all of us have done some interesting accents, and that's just part of the experience. Okay, one or maybe all of us.
I don't even think we cut the accents anymore.
Yeah.
So let's do one more question before we go, because I can't believe just 2 questions has sparked so much discussion. So over on Spotify now, we've got one from Alex that says, "Love the podcast, brilliant start, best start." That is the best start for a comment, isn't it? Really?
Yeah.
Love the podcast! Exclamation mark as well. So really means it. What would you say are your top 3 favourite moments of the odd so far, of the pod so far?
I already
And,
replied to this.
We've got a response from someone called Liam. That's you, is it? Can I read it in your voice?
Please do.
So we've got a response from Liam, who replied to the comment on Spotify, slightly taking away how much in depth we could go into it on the episode, which was the point of it, but that's fine. The live episode and meeting the organic community, Joseph Charm.
Right, you fucked it because number 1, the live show and meeting the organic community.
It's a
Number
list.
2, Joseph John just read that all as one
You
sentence.
fucking idiot.
I'm absolutely butchered doing him dirty. The live show and meeting the organic community,
Joseph Charm.
Another go.
Right, hello, Liam here. So my favourite things are the live show, meeting the organic community.
No, you fucked it again.
No, that's all one.
Sorry,
That's all one.
hell, that's all one.
Sorry. So it's the live. Hello, Liam here.
If you
The
look at
live
it, there's
show-
3 distinct things.
He's used semicolons and then he's used a comma. I mean, all right.
No,
So for
I
me,
haven't.
it's got to be
That's Connor formatting it. Don't have a go at me.
You're the
Liam
only one that
replied-
can't
Don't have a
read
go at
this,
Connor
Jake.
either because he's
You're
done a
the
good
only one
job.
that can't read this.
love the podcast. What would you say your top 3 favourite moments are so far? Liam replied. Right, so for me, it would have to be, and I add that every time differently. For me, it's going to have to be the live show and meeting the organic community. Joseph Charmet. Jake accidentally putting the script on his and Greg's caricature. Lovely. Joseph Charmet. Joseph Charmet, as if it's just like, that's just. It sounds just like a snack we've been having. I like a bit of Joseph Charmet, and then Jake actually printed the script on his and Greg's caricature. Yeah, I
What's
agree.
yours then?
Those are all very good moments, I would say, for me, in my mind. Probably, I don't know, we've talked about it a lot, but the first 5 out of 5, which I still think is Dan Tiernan, so I'd like to put that in. I would say I still think it's in the pilot episode, but you can see it on Patreon. The first Rob Colfer episode when we first got an email from Barney Fritz. Absolutely loved that. The live episode.
That clips in 2 episodes ago. It's not on Patreon.
Oh, great! So you can see it 2 episodes ago. I loved the live app more than life itself. More than life itself. I have to say, I really enjoyed meeting Ed Jones. I've been quite a big fan of his for a long time, and I thought he was a very, 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 very funny man.
He was very charming, wasn't he? Very charming, Ed Jones.
And then I would say, like, related to the pod, we've had some very, very fun and equally quite bleak moments, sort of like bookending our records. So a bleak thing that I look back on with fondness now is me and Liam sat in like quite a rough caff in Deptford before one of the podcasts, having a full English. Another full English we had in the Victoria pub.
Pissing it down with rain.
The first 10 episodes when there were no lights in the room we were doing it in the Victoria. So like we just were doing the podcast in pitch black. There was a night we went to the Irish bar in Deptford, Dog and Bell, and you suddenly like revealed yourself to know the lyrics to every single Irish folk song of all time. You were sort of singing it was quite impressive stuff. When we got that Domino's Oh, we got the dominoes and the big dip flew up the wall in the house. Yeah, that was rough.
Good. Yeah. So there you go.
Oh, it's been good
You've got
fun.
about 12 moments from Jake there. I know you only wanted
It's
three,
been good.
but
It's been good.
yeah.
Well, look, if your name is Emily Davis 293 or Matt or Alice or Rafa Cakes 93 or Teddy 584 or Maya B or Cats and Lydia or Megan White or Minnow Dude 6209 or Eclipse of Tusky 93, we're going to get to your comments in the next few episodes because we're going to do these questions and answers religiously because they're so bloody fun.
This has been really fun. Please keep the questions coming. I genuinely quite enjoy answering just the inane questions. Don't all have to be
Yeah, we've
general
got.
knowledge. I mean, it can be general knowledge. Please do if you've got any good ones. But main episodes will be back next week. Don't panic. Hold on in there.
Yeah, we're all doing very well.
You're doing really well with that, guys. Just hang on in there. Next Wednesday. Yeah, should we go do a bit more on Patreon?
Let's do a bit more on Patreon, shall we?
Let's go
See
ask
you.
you about the Green Mile.
Yeah, let's ask you about the Green
all right.
Mile on
Yeah,
Patreon.
all right.
All right,
Sound.
speak soon.
See ya.